radio station in Qatar, Qabayan Radio 94.3. We are online for you 24/7. The People's Radio Station, Qabayan Radio 94.3. You are listening to Qabayan Radio 94.3, the first and only Filipino radio station in Qatar. Usapang Qabayan! Usapang Qabayan! Bibigyang linaw ang mga usaping nagbibigay ng interes sa mga kababayan. Sasagutin ang mga katanungan tungkol sa mga isyong may kinalaman sa mga overseas Filipinos. Magbibigay ng mga impormasyon at kaalaman para sa mga mamamayan. Ito ang Usapang Qabayan! Usapang Qabayan! Sabayang mapapakinggan sa radyo at mapapanood live online. Dito lang sa Qabayan Radio 94.3 FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting Usapang Qabayan episode tonight. This is your happy girl, RJ Andi, and we have for you as we dive into the captivating world of beauty pageants. But not just any beauty pageant, mga kabayan. We're talking about the highly anticipated Princess of the Universe 2023. And this prestigious 3-day competition is actually set to take place in the vibrant city of London, United Kingdom from September 15 to 17, 2023. And guess what? We have the privilege of hosting some of the remarkable participants right here in our studio tonight. And by the way, mga kabayan, we are actually live now sa ating Facebook page, simulcasted on Qabayan Radio 94.3 FM station, and you can watch this on our YouTube channel. And now, before we introduce our lovely participants for this year's Princess of Universe 2023 competition, let's have a chat with our very special guest, who is actually not a stranger to the world of beauty and grace. Please give a warm welcome to the Princess of the Universe 2021, the stunning Miss Unica Raija De Vera. Hi.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening to all the people, the viewers who are watching right now. Yes.
And we actually have a lot of people here sa ating studio. So these are supporters, family members, and even friends of Unica. And supposedly, we're about to begin with the details, but I'd like to just give a shout out to your beautiful mom, who's also here in the studio, the 2023 National Director for Princess of the Universe-Qatar, Miss Jeannie Trixia De Vera. Andito siya ngayon. And sayang hindi natin siya makakasama dito. But since your mom told me that you know the details of the competition, I might as well ask you about it then. All right. So, first of all, how are you?
I'm doing
You've been so
good.
busy lately.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of posts about you as well. So how's life?
Life overall has been, pretty hectic, busy, but I think I can manage, and I'm also having fun with all of that busyness. So that's
Wow. All right. Well, anyway, let's start with the Princess of the Universe 2023 competition. Could you please provide our audience, our listeners, with some insights into the different categories that our participants in this year's Princess of the Universe 2023 competition will be judged on?
So, on behalf of the National Director of Qatar and International Director, Miss Mitch Desanya, I'll be answering about the details of Princess of the Universe. The different categories of Princess of the Universe, there's 5. We have category A, B, C, D, and E. For category A, it's ages 5 to 7. Category B is ages 8 to 10. Category C is 11 to 13. Category D is 14 to 16, and the last category, category E, is 17 to 19 years old. So those are the 5 categories of the
5
competition.
categories.
Yes.
All right. Now, since you've mentioned about the categories already, in terms of the winners, how many participants will be crowned as winners in each age group?
For each category, there will be a champion, of course, and there will be a first princess and the second princess, or first runner-up and second runner-up, but there is only one crown. So each champion of each category will all compete for the one crown, which is Princess of the Universe.
All right, correct me if I'm wrong. So these are multiple winners, but then right at the very end of the competition, there's only going to be one winner,
Yes, only
right?
one
Which
will
is the
be.
Princess of the Universe 2023.
Yes.
Well, that's fair enough. Well, of course, let me just ask you about as a winner of the Princess Universe 2021. I'm sure you had many memorable moments and highlights throughout the journey. So, Unica, could you share some of those with our listeners, our audience? Were there any particular challenges that you actually faced, and how did you overcome them?
During the time I joined, I was 12 years old, so I was still, my mind was truly different that time. I wasn't that confident in myself when I joined the competition because, of course, I was 12. I had these thoughts, but you know, because people trusted me and I saw that they were truly supporting me, I also started to believe in myself more.
So, your overall experience participating in the Princess of the Universe 2021 event, what does it mean to you? Like, what it means to you to be crowned as the winner?
To be hailed as Princess of the Universe 2021, it wasn't just a title to me. Like when I won, it was one of the moments where I really was so happy. It was one of the moments in my life where I was the happiest, and it really trained me to be more confident in myself, to gain more modeling skills, and really just developed me overall as a person, how I presented myself in front of the cameras or how I show my personality to other people.
Well, it's actually evident, mga kabayan, that this beautiful girl's hard work and perseverance played a big role in your success. Now, could you please enlighten us on how you actually prepared for the Princess of the Universe 2021 competition? What were some of the trainings, rehearsals, or the other activities that you actually engaged to just showcase your talents and, of course, your qualities?
Before the Princess of the Universe, since I was young, I would have like modeling trainings, or I would join fashion shows such as Fashion Meets Passion, which was with Janelle Cotton. But during the time of Princess of the Universe, I didn't get any professional training. I would train at home almost every day and see how my walks were. And then, that was for the time of Princess of the Universe.
Well, that's quite challenging.
It was,
right?
yes.
So this was at the pandemic time,
Yes.
2021. So was it online?
Yes, it was held online, and all of our videos were posted in the page. The voting system was through reactions.
And you mentioned a while ago that you were training at home. So
Yes.
who trained you? Your mom?
Yeah, I would walk
For
in front
sure.
of her and ask for her like what I could improve on or recommendations, because my mom was also a beauty queen.
Yes. Take note of that, mga kabayan. So, kung ano yung bunga, yun din yung puno. Correct ba yun? I'm not sure. But yeah, I think so. Baliktad, but okay, vice versa. Anyway, now, please do enlighten us about the different categories. Like, you've already mentioned the 5 categories. Now, each of the categories, meron bang mga special awards in the Princess of the Universe 2023?
Yeah, I think the participants really have to train not just in modeling but overall, because there's many awards such as Best in Evening Gown,
Ooh.
Best in National Costume, Best in Cocktail Dress, Best in Introduction Video, Best in Modeling Photos, Best in Catwalk, Best in Advocacy, and Mitch DeSonia, which you will be the brand ambassador
Okay.
for the international director's own brand. And we have Princess of the Universe Ambassador, Darling of the Press, Princess of Charity, Face of the Night, Princess of Friendship, and Camaraderie. Those are the special awards.
That's too many.
Yes.
Like,
there's
for sure, everyone is really going to be a winner. Like, you can
Yes.
just pick up someone, okay, this is for you, right? I'm just kidding. Anyway, looking back at your journey, how has your life changed since winning the Princess of the Universe 2021 competition? Like, has it opened? I know for sure before joining the competition, you already have few of the opportunities that you had here in Qatar. But had it opened new doors, or had it provided you with unique experiences that you may not have or had otherwise?
Really, Princess of the Universe changed my life in many ways. Because of Princess of the Universe, I think I expanded my territory on where I'm known. So I was invited to join some international competitions. However, I wasn't able to join because of some personal things. Yeah. And also a really big experience that I had because of Princess of the Universe was seeing my own picture in the billboard in Times Square, because
Wow.
yeah, not a lot of people
Sana all.
experience that.
Really? This was when?
It was February of 2022.
2022.
No, 2023, sorry. Yes.
2023. Okay. Tell us more about it then.
The picture was taken in London actually, but it was posted in Times Square, and that is one of the things that as Princess of the Universe, that is one of the prizes. So it was, when I saw it, I was really teary-eyed because it's a big thing. It's Times Square, and yeah, not everyone can gain that.
Yes, including me. Thank you. I'm just joking. Now, as we wrap up our conversation, Unica, what would you say is the most important thing for the participants to remember on their journey in the Princess of Universe competition? Like, is there any specific message or mindset that you would like to instill or that they should carry with them?
For all the participants of the Princess of the Universe 2023, what I will tell you is that being part of Princess of the Universe is more than enough. Whatever the result is, whether you win or you're not hailed as Princess of the Universe, this journey will change you. It will really develop you as a person, and you just need to have fun and do your best, because all of you are already winners. Not everyone joins Princess of the Universe. You being part of it, it already shows that you are a great person.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing such powerful wisdom with our participants and, of course, our audience. Like, your guidance and, of course, your advice are truly valuable. Now, in case you don't know, most of talk shows would really ask just like one question. So I'd love to just throw just one question to you. What would you choose? Education or crown?
I think I would choose education because it's really one of the most important things in life. And because of education, I think for me, if it weren't for education, or if I wasn't educated enough, I wouldn't have gotten the crown either way. I wouldn't have become the Princess of the Universe. So I
That's
really
right.
value my education.
Can we give her a round of applause, please, here in the studio? And that concludes our insightful interview with the remarkable daughter of Miss Jeannie Trixia, of course, Miss Unica De Vera, and the reigning Princess of the Universe 2021. And her incredible mother is actually here in the studio again. So we'll be back for more, mga kabayan, and we will be joined by the two participants of our Princess of the Universe 2023.
Usapang Qabayan. Usapang Qabayan. Qabayan. Usapang Qabayan.
Keep listening. Keep listening. Stay where you are. Live, online, on air, and on ground. Qabayan Radio 94.3. The best music that you want to hear. Morning, noon, and night.
The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar, Qabayan Radio 94.3. We are online for you 24/7. The People's Radio Station, Qabayan Radio 94.3. You are listening to Qabayan Radio 94.3, the first and only Filipino radio station in Qatar.
Keep listening. Keep listening. Stay where you are. Live, online, on air, and on ground. Qabayan Radio 94.3. The best music that you want to hear. Morning, noon, and night.
The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar, Qabayan Radio 94.3. We are online for you 24/7. The People's Radio Station, Qabayan Radio 94.3. You are listening to Qabayan Radio 94.3, the first and only Filipino radio station in Qatar.
Keep listening. Keep listening. Stay where you are. Live, online, on air, and on ground. Qabayan Radio 94.3. The best music that you want to hear. Morning, noon, and night.
The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar, Qabayan Radio 94.3. Usapang Qabayan! Usapang Qabayan! Bibigyang linaw ang mga usaping nagbibigay ng interes sa mga kababayan. Sasagutin ang mga katanungan tungkol sa mga isyong may kinalaman sa mga overseas Filipinos. Magbibigay ng mga impormasyon at kaalaman para sa mga mamamayan. Ito ang Usapang Qabayan! Usapang Qabayan! Sabayang mapapakinggan sa radyo at mapapanood live online. Dito lang sa Qabayan Radio 94.3 FM.
And now we're back, mga kabayan. Welcome back to Usapang Qabayan, where we are continuing our engaging conversation. And right now, I'm being joined by the two beautiful participants of Princess of the Universe 2023. First, we have a very talented academic achiever currently serving as the Vice President of the Supreme Student Government in the Philippine School Doha. She's also actively involved in the modeling industry and have participated in local school pageants and fashion show events. We have Miss Nia Janelle Incabo. Hi.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here.
You're so pretty.
Thank you.
And of course, mga kabayan, another beauty who's set to compete for the Princess of the Universe 2023, also an academic achiever, a young and accomplished model who has made a name for herself in the fashion industry. We have Miss Francesca Concepcion. Kumusta? That's okay. All right. So today, mga kabayan, we bring a unique blend of intelligence, talent, and beauty to the competition. So I hope that you're able to stay tuned with us as we explore this remarkable journey in more detail. So let me just start with saying hi, hello to you guys. So how's school? And how's everything? We'll start with Nia.
School is stressful, but it's been good.
All right. And how about you, Francesca?
I'm actually in summer break, so I don't have school, so I'm just focusing on the competition.
Oh, all right. Well, that's an advantage then. Now, going to our first question, we'll start with Nia, of course. What motivated you to participate in the Princess of the Universe 2023 competition? Like, was there a specific inspiration or goal that actually drove you to take part in this prestigious event?
Actually, there are multiple reasons why I wanted to join Princess of the Universe. And the first being is it's for my long-term dream because in the future, I aim to be Miss Universe. That's one of a big goal of mine. And one of the big reasons behind it is because I want to be an inspiration and a role model for the younger generation. And not only that, I want to spread awareness on my advocacy, children with special needs and disabilities. And being a beauty queen helps me with that. And I believe that it shows that we not only have beauty, but we have kindness as well.
Oh, that's a great question. It seems like I am right now questioning for the top 5 Miss Universe contestants. Well, of course, Francesca, what motivated you to participate in the Princess of the Universe 2023?
Start off, something that motivated me, I already had a burning passion for modeling. I look up to the people who are part of the industry, and well, being part of it has helped me a lot in my confidence and being able to show my unique talents, as well as my style in modeling. And as she said, it's also about my advocacy, which is very close to my heart and it's, very, very true to me, is animal welfare. I've grown up with the companionship.
You can use this one.
As I said, I've grown up with the companionship of pets, so their well-being and how they're feeling is very important to me. I talk about the advocacy of adopting animals from shelters instead of puppy mills and spaying and neutering them to combat overpopulation of the animals.
But definitely, it's a great advocacy. Thank you so much for your insights. Now, let's talk about the preparations that you have made for the Princess of the Universe 2023 competition. Now, Nia, could you actually share to our listeners and audience some details about the steps that you actually have taken to enhance your talent, skills, and your overall presentation for this competition?
So for my training, I've underwent tedious training in the Philippines actually. For my summer vacation, I opted to train. So I spent my whole summer training under the Powerhouse School of Talents, headed by Miss Jillian Villacuatro, a beauty queen as well in the Philippines, a title holder.
Yeah.
And for 1 whole month straight, I did every single day training. I underwent mindset training, which I believe is the most important, believability in yourself before pasarela. I moved on to the pasarela and communications and also media training as well. And on top of that, when I came back here, I did solo training here in the gym, exercising every single day as well. And also, of course, preparing with photo shoots from the Philippines and also here in Qatar with my team. And also in school as well, making sure everything is balanced with school.
Wow, that's a lot on your plate. Like
Yeah.
that's a lot. How do you manage that one? Like,
Bal-
how do you multitask?
Balancing the both, it may seem hard, but honestly, because I love what I'm doing, especially that I prioritize my education above all, and also how I love leadership. I love providing service to the school, and modeling, of course, it's my passion, and all of those combined are my passion. And I think that once you love what you're doing, it's not gonna make anything harder. It's just gonna push you to do even more.
I agree. All right. Well, we'll have to ask you about your preparations as well for the Princess of the Universe 2023. So can you share to us the details about the things that you actually do to enhance more of your talent, skills, and overall presentation? Francesca?
Well, about my preparation, even before the competition, I've always been practicing like the way I walk as well as posing in front of the camera, because modeling has always been something that I love doing. But when it comes to preparation, well, here in Qatar, I didn't go to the Philippines because of also personal reasons. But for me, I know a lot of people who are part of the industry, so I asked like some. I use them as my inspiration. So there are times where I would go to like gym as well, and I go to my manager, my fashion director, and I would like every other day I would go to the gym and practice the way I walk, as well as media training as well on how to talk in front of other people and like communicate with like the people that are surrounding me, lalo na po na, because I'm gonna be part of a competition, like a big competition. It's part of like a lot of confidence and like being able to talk to everyone very freely. So yeah, it's been very hectic din po. I don't have school, but lalo na because I have other work and I have to do other stuff, it's been really like hard to balance. So yes, it's more in training in the way I walk, posting in front of picture, media training, and as well as communicating with other people.
So you mentioned about work. Is this
Opo.
like a professional work, like as a model?
Opo.
All right. So it's like 50% school and 50% work.
Opo.
Ah, okay. Well, that's amusing.
Thank
Anyway, so let's talk about you guys as teenagers, because you don't have to forget that you guys are still teenagers and you have to enjoy the freedom of being, teenagers. Now, you are at your important stage about, the preparations, and this is the stage of transition as well into adulthood. So how do you believe that participating in the Princess of the Universe 2023 competition will actually contribute to your personal growth and development during this very critical phase of your life? We'll start with you, Nia. How old are you again, if you don't mind?
I'm 18.
18 years old. Okay, so I consider you're adult. Okay, all right. Go ahead.
I think that Princess of the Universe is an outlet for me to grow, because it also enhances my inner confidence and also how I am as a person. Like I said earlier, my long-term dream is to be Miss Universe, and I believe that Princess of the Universe will be my first stepping stone. It's not all about the beauty.
Of course.
Honestly, it isn't all about the beauty. It's also being that role model. I feel like when I grow older, I want to be that role model. And in the present as well, I want to be that role model for younger kids. And honestly, Princess of the Universe develops my whole personality holistically as well, because it's not always about walking, it's not always about taking pictures, it's about the person. And I feel like that contributes to who I am, because it's my burning passions. I feel like those burning passions contribute to what I want to do in the future, which is more pageantry, but also at the same time, being a role model also corresponds to being a leader. And I really do want to be that leader in the future, especially in the business business industry. I want to be representation for young Filipino women in the business industry. It's not always every day that you see women in power, and I want to see.
Correct.
I want to be that representation. So I believe that Princess of the Universe is my expression and outlet towards that.
All right. Very good. How about you, Francesca? Now, since this is an important stage of your transition, how do you think that this competition will contribute to your personal growth as well?
Well, it has affected me a lot po, lalo na. Well, I'm already used to this whole modeling thing, but in this competition, he has taught me a lot about confidence and like being able to be vulnerable in front of people. Because this is a competition, there's gonna be people who are going to be judging me and who are gonna be expecting a lot from me. So there are times where I will like feel very pressured about the things that I do, how I act in front of people, which is very, very challenging. But because of my age, I don't think that's something I should always worry about. Marami pa po akong madadating, and ayun nga po, like, I don't think that this will really define me as a person. Modeling is just like one part of myself. So in like this whole competition, malaki pong tulong sa self-confidence ko.
That's right. And let me just quote in what you've said, that in this competition, you're going to be judged.
Opo.
But in reality, even if you don't join competition, you're still going to be judged, right?
Yes,
so
opo.
why do you care, right? Anyway, so, well, it's inspiring to hear about your aspirations in terms of personal growth. Now, let's discuss on the challenges or obstacles that you actually anticipate facing as participants in this competition. Like, how do you plan to overcome and stay focused on your goals, Nia?
So for me, one of the biggest challenges that I face is that I lack experience, since I only started modeling in 2019 and I only started professional modeling just last year. So you can see that I took a quite big jump from there, going to straight to an international pageant. But honestly, it's my passion that pushes me. It's that dream inside me, that fire inside of me that pushes me to go further. And I think that the challenges that I face, especially with experience, I think I'll be able to overcome them, especially with me training every day. Every time there's something going on in my mind and something that's pushing me down, I always go back to the reason why I started. And the reason why I started is for my long-term dream, and most especially my advocacy, the children with disabilities and special needs. Actually, I'd just like to share, my brother has Down syndrome. So that's why my advocacy is children with special needs, one of the big major reasons. And I believe that every time I feel like I'm facing something hard and I cannot get over it, I think about those children. I think about the smile on their faces, just for them to be known and to be heard, and it just pushes me further to overcome those challenges. And I think that for the upcoming competition, I know that there's going to be even more than what I have experienced this summer. I know that there's going to be a lot of people that I will be meeting, a lot of new faces, a lot of people who will be judging me every step of the way. But I think it's part of it. It's part of reality. And I think that all I have to do is be my authentic and true self. And that's all I have to do really for this competition. So that's all for all the challenges and fears this upcoming contest.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that, Nia, for being so authentic in answering our question. But here we go with you, Francesca. How do you plan to overcome and stay focused on your goals?
Well, it has been a lot for me, lalo na po. It's my first time competing in an international competition. Lalo it's modeling. It's like also pageantry, which I'm not really used to. When I've been practicing, I've heard a lot of like opinions on like news about some people talking about me and about the stuff that I do, which has been not really been easy because I'm a person that overthinks easily and is easily overwhelmed. Pero for like the challenges that I face, I always think to myself that I joined for a reason, and it's to bring light to my advocacy and as well as to develop like self-development and to be more confident in myself po.
All right. Thank you so much, Francesca. Now, let's delve deeper into your personal aspirations. Nia, what do you hope to gain or learn from the Princess of the Universe competition? Like, regardless of the outcome, whether you win or lose, are there any specific experiences or lessons that you're actually kind of looking forward to?
Yes, so since this is also my first international pageant and contest, I look forward for the experience as a whole. Win or lose, I already feel like a winner that I'm representing a beautiful country and a beautiful community. And I think that in this generation, and we always tend to look at so many negative aspects as well. And I think that I'm going for the experience, negative or positive, I'll be able to learn from it. There's no right or wrong answer for this competition. There's no right or wrong move because it's our choice to join. And I think that us joining is already taking a very, very big step towards our career, towards our future aspirations as well. And I feel like I'll be able to learn so much from this, especially like I said, with my advocacy and also proving others that I'm more than just what society deems me to be. I know that there's a lot of people who underestimate me, especially with my experience, but I'm here to prove them that my passion grows brighter than that.
Ayun. Well, thank you so much, Nia. Now, how about you? Win or lose? Like, regardless of what outcome would it be, are there any specific or experiences or lessons that you would like to incultivate in you, or are you looking forward to?
Well, as I said, as my first competition, it's very stressful po because I'm not really that confident in this whole pageantry modeling competition po. Kaya hopefully from this experience I can be more confident in like speaking in front of a lot of people and being able to be vulnerable even if it scares me a little, lalo na po, ayun nga, may mga tao na mag-judge everywhere I go and it's reality. And even if win or lose, it's kakaproud din po yung sa sarili ko because I'm not just doing it for myself but the people around me and for my advocacy. Hopefully if I ever win Princess of the Universe or kahit hindi po manalo, kahit lang I'm given the exposure, I will do my best to like bring light to my advocacy and animal welfare po.
Oh, that's great. Well, that's great to know then. Now, let's talk about the impact of the Princess of the Universe competition on your future aspirations and goals. Now, Nia, how do you envision this competition shaping your path ahead? Like, do you believe that it will open up new opportunities or influence in your career?
Honestly, Princess of the Universe is going to be, like I said earlier, my first stepping stones towards bigger dreams. I believe this is going to be the pathway to my Miss Universe dream. And not only that Miss Universe dream, it will open to a dream for my advocacy because one day I would like to start a charity for children with special needs and disabilities. It's one of my biggest dreams pa talaga. And also for my career as well in the business industry, like I said earlier. And I think that Princess of the Universe is going to open up so many opportunities, not only for my career, but also for my personal self as well. My confidence, the way I act, the way I prove myself to others, and at the same to show the others that I'm more than just the things they say. And I think that Princess of the Universe will help me holistically, so not only in education aspect, the career aspect, but as a whole, I'll be able to share to young girls who have aspiring dreams as well.
All right. Thank you so much, Nia. How about you? How do you envision this competition shaping your future path?
As you said earlier, it will definitely open doors in the modeling industry and give me more exposure. And it will also help me in like my self-development, which is being more confident in what I do and being able to open up to people as well as communicating with a lot of people around me. And lalo na po because it's a big competition, I hope I can be more confident in the things I do lalo na because I'm not really used to this I guess interviews and these opportunities. I'm very used to modeling po, pero when it's come to this, it just scares me a little if I'm going to be honest.
It doesn't show. You're so confident in answering questions, right? I think that the people here in the studio would agree with me. Francesca, it doesn't show, and even you, it doesn't show that it's your first time. Actually, you guys are really good in communication, which is a big bonus for you in joining this kind of competition. So I'd like to tap you on the back on that. All right. So here we go. As potential winners of this competition, Nia, you have the opportunity to become role models for younger participants, right? Now, can you elaborate on the specific ways that you actually plan to inspire and empower others? Like, are there any particular initiatives or actions that you actually have, which of course you already mentioned about your advocacy, but more of to that, that would give a positive impact in the lives of those who look up to you?
Yes, so for the younger generation, like I said earlier, the charity dream. But as for my young self who is still studying, I would love to collaborate with charities here in Qatar and also in the Philippines, like namely Little Brave Hearts in the Philippines, a Down syndrome charity for those younger children, and also using my social media platform. Now that if let's say that if I have one Princess of the Universe, it's automatically there will be that social media platform, and I want to use that platform for the good. I want to use that platform to inspire young girls. I want to show them that there's also a young Filipina who can also achieve their dreams. I want them to look up to me and see that I can do that too. I want them to see that they have representation in the media. And I feel that like Princess of the Universe is that pathway for me to do that. And I know that platform can do beyond great things for me, and also not only for me but for those younger kids and those younger girls who aspire to be beauty queens or models, or who just want to overall develop their confidence and their overall personalities.
All right. What a wonderful answer. How about you, Francesca? Like, how do you plan to inspire and empower others, especially make a positive impact for those who look up to you?
I would like to start na, well, for me, I am not a very confident person, so I want to give my best and tell everyone to, to be confident in yourself. Growing up, even if I was already part of the modeling industry, my confidence wasn't really, well, easy to grow on me because a lot of people tell stuff about me, and it has affected me a lot. So for all the people watching and for the people that I inspire, please just go for it. And remember that modeling is just one aspect of who you are. You're an amazing person, and you can just do it. So just please try your best, and yeah, I'm always here for you.
All right. Well, we actually applaud your dedication and wish you all the best in achieving your goals, both in competition and beyond. Now, since I already asked Unica a while ago a question, I'm just gonna throw a question to you two. So Unica's question was education versus crown, and I think the both of you do have similarities when it comes to modeling as well.
Opo.
So, when we have to choose one, would it be modeling or the crown, Nia?
Modeling as in like in general, and then
Yes.
the crown, just the Princess of the Universe crown, or
Crown, like, in general, your
Like
Miss
as in-
Universe
okay.
dream.
So for modeling versus a crown, so pageantry, modeling versus pageantry,
Yeah.
but from what I understand, I would choose pageantry actually. Pageantry shows your authentic self. I love modeling, and I love the work I do in it. I love being that representation in modeling. But for me, pageantry has always given me a very big aspect on how I look at life. Like for example, Catriona Gray, one of my biggest role models. She's not only accomplished queen through beauty and grace, but also through her works in advocacy and all of her initiatives. And I believe that in pageantry, I can show my best self. I can inspire more people, and I can do more initiatives, collabs to help those younger generations as well. So that's why I would choose pageantry. But I love modeling as well.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a great answer. How about you, Francesca?
Well, for me, it's the opposite. I will pick.
For sure. You started very young.
I will pick modeling, and as she said, it can show your true self, but in my opinion, I think modeling can also show your true self, because if you have the confidence and if you have like the platform, you have the ability to change a lot of things, as well as bring light to your beliefs and your advocacy. So for me, modeling is something that I will pick because growing up, it has always been so close to my heart, and it has been, my hobby, and it brings me happiness po. So yeah, in my opinion, overall, pageantry isn't also bad. I think it's very, very nice. But if I were to pick po, it's modeling, because it brings out the best in me.
All right. Thank you so much. Now, can we give them another round of applause, please? What an insightful interview. Right? And let's have another break, mga kabayan. At sa ating pagbabalik, we will have our three esteemed guests. We have Unica, Nia, and of course, Francesca. And joining us again to, of course, express your gratitude to the people who actually supported you on this journey. So, sa pagbabalik ng Usapang Qabayan episode.
Usapang Qabayan. Usapang Qabayan. Usapang Qabayan. We are online for you 24/7. The People's Radio Station, Qabayan Radio 94.3. You are listening to Qabayan Radio 94.3, the first and only Filipino radio station in Qatar.
Keep listening. Keep listening. Stay where you are. Live, online, on air, and on ground. Qabayan Radio 94.3. The best music that you want to hear. Morning, noon, and night.
The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar, Qabayan Radio 94.3. We are online for you 24/7. The People's Radio Station, Qabayan Radio 94.3. You are listening to Qabayan Radio 94.3, the first and only Filipino radio station in Qatar.
Keep listening. Keep listening. Stay where you are. Live, online, on air, and on ground. Qabayan Radio 94.3. The best music that you want to hear. Morning, noon, and night.
The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar, Qabayan Radio 94.3. We are online for you 24/7. The People's Radio Station, Qabayan Radio 94.3. You are listening to Qabayan Radio 94.3, the first and only Filipino radio station in Qatar.
Keep listening. Keep listening. Stay where you are. Live, online, on air, and on ground. Qabayan Radio 94.3. The best music that you want to hear. Morning, noon, and night.
The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar, Qabayan Radio 94.3. We are online for you 24/7. The People's Radio Station, Qabayan Radio 94.3. You are listening to Qabayan Radio 94.3, the first and only Filipino radio station in Qatar.
Keep listening. Keep listening. Stay where you are.
Usapang Qabayan. Usapang Qabayan. Bibigyang linaw ang mga usaping nagbibigay ng interes sa mga kababayan. Sasagutin ang mga katanungan tungkol sa mga isyong may kinalaman sa mga overseas Filipinos. Magbibigay ng mga impormasyon at kaalaman para sa mga mamamayan. Ito ang Usapang Qabayan. Usapang Qabayan. Sabayang mapapakinggan sa radyo at mapapanood live online. Dito lang sa Qabayan Radio 94.3 FM.
Live, online, on air, and on ground. Qabayan Radio 94.3. The best music that you want to hear. Morning, noon, and night.
The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar, Qabayan Radio 94.3. We are online for you 24/7. The People's Radio Station, Qabayan Radio 94.3. You are listening to Qabayan Radio 94.3, the first and only Filipino radio station in Qatar.
Keep listening. Keep listening. Stay where you are. Keep listening. Keep listening. Stay where you are. Live, online, on air, and on ground. Qabayan Radio 94.3. The best music that you want to hear. Morning, noon, and night.
The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar, Qabayan Radio 94.3. We are online for you 24/7. The People's Radio Station, Qabayan Radio 94.3. You are listening to Qabayan Radio 94.3, the first and only Filipino radio station in Qatar. Usapang Qabayan. Usapang Qabayan. Qabayan! Bibigyang linaw ang mga usaping nagbibigay ng interes sa mga kababayan. Sasagutin ang mga katanungan tungkol sa mga isyong may kinalaman sa mga overseas Filipinos. Magbibigay ng mga impormasyon at kaalaman para sa mga mamamayan. Ito ang Usapang Qabayan! Usapang Qabayan! Sabayang mapapakinggan sa radyo at mapapanood live online. Dito lang sa Qabayan Radio 94.3 FM.
Keep listening. Keep listening. Stay where you are. Live, online, on air, and on ground. Qabayan Radio 94.3. The best music that you want to hear. Morning, noon, and night.
The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar, Qabayan Radio 94.3. We are online for you 24/7. The people's radio station, Qabayan Radio 94.3. You are listening to Qabayan Radio 94.3, the first and only Filipino radio station in Qatar. Usapang Qabayan! Usapang Qabayan! Bibigyang linaw ang mga usaping nagbibigay ng interes sa mga kababayan. Sasagutin ang mga katanungan tungkol sa mga isyong may kinalaman sa mga overseas Filipinos. Magbibigay ng mga impormasyon at kaalaman para sa mga mamamayan. Ito ang Usapang Qabayan! Usapang Qabayan! Sabayang mapapakinggan sa radyo at mapapanood live online. Dito lang sa Qabayan Radio 94.3 FM.
The current time is 7:16.
Time check is brought to you by Daiso Japan. Most products from 7 Qatari Riyals now open at Tawar Mall ground floor.
The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar, Qabayan Radio 94.3. The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar, Qabayan Radio 94.3. We are online for you 24/7. The people's radio station, Qabayan Radio 94.3. For your advertising needs, please contact Qabayan Radio Sales and Marketing Team at 44994943 or email at info@qabayanfm.com. Qabayan Radio 94.3 FM, bringing your business to the Filipino and international communities.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
Broadcasting in digital. Broadcasting from the heart of Doha, Qatar.
In digital. You're listening to the first and only
Filipino radio station in Qatar.
Playing all the hits all the time.
The best mix of the music you want to hear.
Qabayan Radio 94.3. Keep listening. Stay where you are. Live, online, on air, and on ground. Qabayan Radio 94.3. The best music that you want to hear. Morning, noon, and night.
Usapang Qabayan! Usapang Qabayan! Bibigyang linaw ang mga usaping nagbibigay ng interes sa mga kababayan. Sasagutin ang mga katanungan tungkol sa mga isyong may kinalaman sa mga overseas Filipinos. Magbibigay ng mga impormasyon at kaalaman para sa mga mamamayan. Ito ang Usapang Qabayan! Usapang Qabayan! Sabayang mapapakinggan sa radyo at mapapanood live online. Dito lang sa Qabayan Radio 94.3 FM.
And we're back for this special moment on Usapang Qabayan. We all have our three beautiful guests. We have Miss Unica Raija De Vera, the Princess of the Universe 2021, and of course the participants for Princess of the Universe 2023, Miss Janelle Incabo and Miss Francesca Concepcion, gathered here to express their heartfelt gratitude to all of our viewers and supporters. Now let's start with Nia. What can you say to our supporters and our viewers?
Yes, so hello and good evening to all our viewers and supporters. Thank you for taking your time out of your day to be able to come and watch us. It means so much to us. And if it's okay, I have a list of people I would like to express my gratitude to and for all their love and support. So of course, thank you to our national director, si Tita Jean, for organizing everything and lifting this opportunity to us. And of course, the international director, Miss Mitch De Sunya, and my major sponsor, Salad Master Qatar. And of course, my glam team who make me feel beautiful every single day. Si Mommy Jenny, Miss Jenny Artistic, Miss Mars Torres, Tito Marlon Rabuyas, hair and makeup by Miss Mina, and Sir Larry Hilario in the Philippines. And as for Couture, thank you to Sir Celso and Sir Chino. And for the production team, Sir Joel Garcia, Sir Rahul, and Sir Khalil Gibb. And for my training team in the Philippines, the Powerhouse School of Talents, Miss Jillian Villacuatro, my head coach and trainer, and Manang Carvi and Manang Jada, and of course Hope Qatar, School for Special Needs and Disabilities here, who I adore and love. Especially to Dr. Rajiv and Teacher Cheryl, and of course my Philippine School Doha family. Thank you to all my teachers who are always very supportive. My advisors, Sir Rob and Ma'am Arlene, the vice principals, Dr. Noemi and Miss Melissa Montaire, and of course my SSG family headed by Sir Jacob, and of course my friends Laika, Tony, Lian, Johanna, JC, Kuya Ezekiel, Kat, Rihanna, Mika, Ruthie, Josh, and all of my friends as well in the UK, and of course my family, my mom, my dad, Christian, my brother, Dominic, my brother, my cousins in the Philippines for their unwavering support, Ate Julian and Ate Joy, and of course my lola, si Nana, and also my nanay and tatay in the Philippines, and most of all, our Almighty Father. Thank you and praise God for this opportunity. Thank you po.
All right. Thank you so much, Nia. How about Francesca?
I have a lot po, if that's okay.
It's okay.
I would like to thank all of my designers, Tito Roland De Buque, Tito Mon Sarmiento, Tito Alex Adriano, Tito Celso Dahil, Tito Vong Taasan, Tito Jolina, and the Jabadur Couture for their exceptional dresses. I'm very, very blessed na I have the best local designers here in Qatar who are supporting and who are willing to design my dream dresses. I would also like to extend my gratitude to my Tita Leia, who owns Keynes and Lay Fashion Boutique, for the unwavering support. Ever since I joined this competition, she has already supported me and has given me tips on how to thrive in this competition, as well as providing me with clothes and doing my makeup from time to time. You could check out her 3 outlets located in Lulu Supermarket, Beering Road, Mansura, if you're interested in buying clothes and other fashion accessories. I'm also very, very grateful to my glam team, A special shout out to my talented and supportive talent manager and fashion director, Sir Victor Mirakap Felarca. Ever since I was young, like around 9 years old, he has already believed in my potential and has supported me throughout my entire journey. I would also like to thank my makeup artist and who has done my makeup artist for today's interview, Donnie Hayati, for always motivating me and for making me laugh. I would also like to thank my Tita Imelda, who is my photographer and like my second mother. If my parents aren't available, she has always been there for me. I would also like to thank Tita Rosana for showing us her support, her love and support. And I would like to thank my photographer, Sir Elmer Diaz, and my videographer, Sir Frank. A special thanks to my sponsors as well, Boss Gio Pares, Hotshot Cafe, Kuchester from Kubo ni Juan, the Landmark Group, Centerpoint, and Splash. I would also like to express my gratitude to my dad's talented rock bandmates who has also supported me throughout this entire journey. The Glass Onion, Jeprox na Punk, and Guilty Pleasure. And also my Tita Phoebe. Thank you po for being here. And to my family po, I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you, for my parents for treating me like an actual princess and believing in me. To my lola, to my ate, and two of my brothers, thank you for reminding me of my worth and being my #1 supporters. Salamat din po sa Tanghalang Overseas Pinoy, my theater group, for the unconditional love. Thank you for the people who took their time to watch this interview as well. Salamat po. Salamat din po sa, of course, sa Qabayan Radio for this opportunity. And thank you din po for Purple Salon for doing my hair as well as my nails. So, yun lang po. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. How about you, Unica?
So first of all, I would like to thank Qabayan Radio and of course RJ Andi for being so great at speaking. I really adore the way you talk. It's so inspiring. So thank you so much. First of all, and then of course I would like to thank Kuya Romar and Kuya Red. I think they're both watching right now. And of course, first we have my parents who always support me everywhere I go. They're always there. And of course, let's have my glam team. Tita Navy, Tita Richie, Nikki Nicolas, Jenny Rustic, and Mars Torres. For gowns, we have Jonas Presas, Jermaine Dichoso, Celso Collado, and Vong Taasan. For photo and video, we have Imes Photography, Tito Leo Bautista, and Tito Nelvin Pagea. And of course, we have my family in the Philippines for always being there, and my MOI and ADIC family here in Qatar. And for organizations, I would like to thank also my school, Philippine School Doha, for always supporting me, for my classmate, my friends, my teachers. And I also saw that my teacher, Ma'am Weda, was watching. Hi, Ma'am Weda. I love you. And we have MFEC Dance, Trinity Talent Qatar, IAID, Heartbeat Music Channel, led by my Ninong Dex, DT Productions, and the eventologist, everyone that is associated with those. We have Direct CA and Direct Oscar Yama. And we have Dr. Julius Edrosalam, who helped me really during the competition. He was my manager during Princess of the Universe 2021. And of course, I would like to thank God for really just always guiding me.
All right. Can we give them another round of applause, please? It was so nice. It was an insightful interview. I really appreciate you guys coming here tonight and, of course, giving enlightenment to the upcoming competition. And to you, Unica, thank you so much for gracing us your time, and of course with your mom right here, who is the 2023 National Director of Princess of Universe here in Qatar. So for that, would like to extend our heartfelt thanks again to Miss Jeannie Trixia Trixie? Okay, it's Trixia De Vera. Of course, we have Miss Unica De Vera, Miss Nia, Janelle Incabo, and Miss Francesca Concepcion for joining us tonight and sharing their inspiring stories. Your presence has truly enriched our episode, and of course, your achievements is definitely awesome. So thank you so much. So in behalf of the entire Qabayan Radio 94.3 FM station, we hope that tonight's episode, po mga Qabayan, inspired you to embrace your own dreams, celebrate the accomplishments of others, and continue supporting our fellow kababayan kabayans in their pursuit of excellence. And I'd love to just say thank you to my team here in Usapang Qabayan and Qabayan Radio. We have Mr. Resi Foss, our technical director. A round of applause for him, please. We also have RJ Cody, ang ating assistant. Lahat, siya na lahat, nag-assist. And of course, our program director, Miss Mavi. Ayan, so sa lahat po ng bumubuo ng Kabayan Radio, salamat sa napakagandang episode tonight. Thank you for joining us tonight, mga kabayan. We look forward to bring you more engaging conversation, inspiring stories every episode. So, good night. This has been your At Girl, RJ Andi, on your Kabayan Radio 94.3. Good night.
Usapang Qabayan. Usapang Qabayan. Bibigyang linaw ang mga usaping nagbibigay ng interes sa mga kababayan. Sasagutin ang mga katanungan tungkol sa mga isyong may kinalaman sa mga overseas Filipinos. Magbibigay ng mga impormasyon at kaalaman para sa mga mamamayan. Ito ang Usapang Qabayan. Usapang Qabayan. Sabayang mapapakinggan sa radyo at mapapanood live online. Dito lang sa Kabayan Radio 94.3 FM. The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar, Kabayan Radio 94.3. We are online for you 24/7. The people's radio station, Kabayan Radio 94.3.